fired in time to get Ober. Take another look.
You really saw Carly Clark's athleticism covered a lot of ground to the right side. Make the play, made it look easier than it really was.
Just your typical 1-4-3. It's no big deal. We got that. Coach Cadle having a word with his shortstop. Knepper has been up twice and on both times. 2 outs. That one popped up. Back to the screen and over. 0-2. Gerber trying to finish off her first 1-2-3 inning of the night here as we're in the top of the 4th. Newton Local has put bat on ball.
They have swung aggressively. They're not looking at a lot of pitches. I love that kind of offense. Teams that get in there and attack the other team's pitcher, try to take them out of their game.
The 0-2 pitch, got her looking, strike 3. The first 1-2-3 inning of the evening for Strasburg Franklin, the Lady Tigers. Nothing as we get ready to head to the bottom of the 4th. We welcome in our Farmers Insurance agent of the game, I should say, Joel McKinnon. Welcome.
Nice to meet you.
Joel threw out the first pitch.
Yeah, it was a great experience with all the energy going on here with the crowd. It was a good time.
Yeah, talk a little about it. A little late night start to this one here, and still, you wouldn't know it. The crowd is definitely into this one here.
Oh, it's amazing to be out here and feel this community support that Strasburg has. I think many of us were up to Akron, back home, back up to Akron. So many travels today, but it's great to see the following, and makes you proud to be part of a community like Tuscarawas County and the following that Strasburg has.
We'll talk about that because Farmers obviously is very proud of their involvement in their local communities. Give us a little idea of what's going on, some of the specific programs that's going on in your community.
You know, our agency, we're very involved with United Way, the March of Dimes, Big Brothers Big Sisters. We participated in the American Cancer Society Relay for Life last night, brought some rally towels up for the Strasburg faithful yesterday. We were able to partner with some local businesses, and we brought up about 350 rally towels for these girls, and it was a great time.
I see you got the McKinnon Insurance shirt on in the colors of the Lady Tigers, so you're color coordinating.
Hey, we do what we can to show some support for the girls and, you know, get out here and just try to support the community and be part of it.
As an agent for Farmers Insurance, what does the partnership with the OHSAA mean to you?
It's an opportunity to be really proud as an agent, to work for a company as Farmers Insurance. You know, they pride themselves on giving back to the community and getting us out there and giving us the opportunities to come out here and support the community and, you know, show these girls that we're here, we're behind them, and willing to do what it takes to help them out.
I don't know if you've ever had a chance to come up here to Firestone Stadium and be a part of the state championship, but what are your thoughts here tonight as you sit and watch these two great teams?
It's just amazing. The atmosphere here, the close, you know, the way it brings everybody right down on top of each other, the enthusiasm, the back and forth, our team up, their team up. It's a great time.
The 0-2 pitch, Darren Metzger, she fouls it up. Joel, thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Continued success. Best of luck. And, of course, we appreciate your partnership with not only the OHSAA, but being a sponsor of all high school sports.
Well, thank you very much. Have a good night.
Joel McKinnon, our Farmers Insurance agent of the game. Joel out there beginning of the game, throwing out the first pitch and working in Tuscarawas County. And Farmers Insurance continuing their support of high school athletics. 0-2 now to Aaron Metzger here. Misses up top. 1-2. Kirsten Burden has been solid here as we get to the bottom of the 4th. That one grounded foul. Burden giving up just 3 hits to this point. And she's got some great defense behind her. Ashley Robinson has made some great plays at third. The outfield, Fawn King in the first with a diving catch. They've got it done. That one popped up to shortstop, but Knepper handles it. 1 down here in the 4th. bring up the catcher, Kristen Smith. Smith singled in her only at bat back in the second. Curveball in there for strike one.
That's that curve that's so tough on a right-handed hitter. It looks like it's going to be well wide, and you look at it and it breaks back at the last second and catches the corner of the plate.
Freshman left-hander rocks and fires, strike two.
She really is generating a lot of movement on that curveball.
Well, we mentioned the bright lights have not bothered her, and she looks unfazed here tonight.
She looks like she's having fun to me. She doesn't look intimidated at all.
Got a glove on that.
Oh,
In
nice
time,
play.
they got her.
Nice play.
Marina Snipes comes up with a play off the glove of Kirsten Burden and another 1-4-3.
And Marina Snipes plays with a pretty deep alignment, so she had to cover a lot of ground in to make that play. It was such a slow roller. Look how quick she gets rid of it. Didn't even really have time to set her feet, but was able to make the play. And again, we got another nice stretch from Hannah Oburn over there at first base.
2 down. Nikki Cregan. Burden got a handle on it, bounces one in, but not in time. Cregan thought about going to second, but holds up. Infield base hit for Nikki Cregan. She's been on twice. And with 2 outs, that'll bring up the left fielder, Melissa Sibley. Sibley singled back in the second inning. Look at Bud Weisgarber in his 26th season. Throw down there, not in time. Nikki Cregan beat the throw.
Beautiful slide by Nikki Cregan, well behind the base, head first dive back, reach back with her left hand. Great play. Love that kind of base running.
There's this record at Strasburg, 577 wins. There's another look at the slide from Nikki Cregan. That one fouled back to the screen. A slap attempt. Nothing in 2. Cregan down at second. 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The 0-2 pitch. Slapped over to the first baseman. Hannah Oburn's there. That does it for the 4th. 4 innings in the books in this Division IV state championship game. And it's Kirsten Burden, the freshman, in control. Newton Local up 5-0. Welcome back to Firestone Stadium. Newton Local up 5-0 here in the top of the 5th. Casey Gerber steps in. It's pitcher on pitcher. She beats up with Kirsten Burden. And first pitch in for strike one. Burden struck out in her last at bat in the second and walked in the first. Screwball misses outside, 1-1. Upstairs, 2-1. Lady Tigers of Strasburg came in as the #2 team in the state Division IV, 5 state championships. To their credit, outside, right on the corner, strike 2, 2-2. And looking for #6, the #6 team in the state. And the Indians of Newton Local had other ideas. Got off to a quick start, and they're up 5-0. That one fouled back to the screen, 2-2. Might have been the key throughout some of these state championship games we've seen. Just fast starts all over the place have really been the big keys.
Has been some real surprises in that sense. We've been caught by surprise at how aggressive some of these teams have swung the bat early in the game and been able to make contact against very good pitching.
Maybe one of the things we'll see that'll go down in the 2010 state championships all around. Some of the teams you would think might be the favorites, some of them based on state rankings, has not been the way things have ended up. Swing and a miss. Struck her out.
The other thing that we've seen, Mike, that kind of goes against trends is that the teams that have the most dominant pitchers and the most well-known pitchers haven't necessarily been the ones that have been successful. We've seen some new pitchers come in, pitchers that do, aren't really power pitchers, but do a great job of pitch selection and location and changing their speed, being very successful at state championship level.
Pawn King steps in for her third at bat against Casey Gerber. Struck out looking in the first, walked in the third. 1-0 here in the fifth. Nice pitch, 1-1. You can tell King's having a good time. Smile, you can't wipe that off her face. It's the way it should be in high school sports. The 1-1 pitch. Outside with a curveball, that missed, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Nice pitch, inside corner, 2-2.
Nice inside fastball there, just caught the corner.
Swing and a miss, strikeout number 8.
That's that big rise ball. Great vertical movement on that, came in at 57 miles an hour. Threw it right at the right elevation, you force the hitter to swing the ball.
That'll bring up the left fielder, Taylor Steck. Grounded back to the pitcher, her last at bat. That one is hit on a line to center field. Sarah Amistadi is there, and the senior hauls it in for the out. 3 up, 3 down. That's 6 in a row now. Make that 8 in a row going back to the third inning. So Casey Gerber and company start to catch a little bit of a rhythm, Coach.
Yeah, Casey's done a great job with the rise ball when she gets ahead. She's been moving the ball in and out. Newton's still swinging the bat aggressively, but the defense has backed up Casey Gerber, and now if they can just get, again, they need to get people on base. They can't afford cheap outs. They can't afford strikeouts or easy fly balls. They've got to force the defense to make plays, and they're going to have to come up with some big plays offensively to get back in this game. And it's getting late in the game. They're still down by 5.
Time now for your Farmers Insurance recap of the game, and we talked about fast starts. Newton Local got off to a great start. A throwing error there by Ariel Jones. 2 runs came home to score in the first inning. It was 2-0, but Newton Local didn't stop there. Hannah Oburn with the ground rule double for another RBI. A 3-run second inning. A couple of wild pitches. And the Newton Local Indians had themselves a 5-0 lead after 2. And their outstanding freshman left-hander, Kirsten Burton, has made sure that stands up as we're in the bottom of the 5th now. And time running out on the Lady Tigers. Carly DeBacco, the shortstop, leads off for Strasburg Franklin. The freshman fouls it back for strike 1. DeBacco grounded out in her only at bat in the second. Showed bunt. That one just missed, and Kirsten Burton wanted that pitch. You can tell. Where was that pitch? That was the look when the hands go up in the air. Flash bunt. Ashley Robinson makes another play.
Again, great lateral movement on that curve. It breaks so sharply. Got in on the right-handed hitter. The ball came off the handle of the bat for the easy pop-up. I'm really impressed with how sharply she gets that curve to break on a consistent basis.
That brings up the freshman third baseman, Ariel Jones. Jones grounded out in her only at bat, back in the third. They've managed just 4 hits here tonight so far off of Kirsten Burton. The 1-0. Base runners now at a premium now here for the Tigers. And he's got to look at it one at a time. That one missed low. It's 3-0. Bottom of the 5th, 5-0. Newton Local. That one's in there for a call strike, 3-1.
2 excellent pitches after she fell behind 3-0. I actually think she's throwing the ball a little harder now than she was early in the game.
Full count pitch. Popped up second baseman, knocked down by Snipes, but Snipes couldn't get it there in time. Great effort by Marina Snipes. But the sophomore could not catch Ariel Jones. So Jones is on with the 5th hit of the ball game for the Lady Tigers. A bloop infield base hit. That'll bring up the top of the order. Casey Gerber's grounded out the 3rd twice. Snipes got one. Fired it to Brooke Knepper for the force out.
I'm not sure that was the right choice with a 5-run lead, but boy, she sure made a nice play there. With a 5-run lead, I would have thought she had gone for the easy out, but real quick pivot, great throw right on the money to get the lead runner. Great footwork on that play. You watch how quick she pivoted on that reverse pivot. Planted her foot and made the throw. You can tell she's very athletic.
Freshman Caitlin Gessner comes in to run for Casey Gerber. As Sarah Amistadi steps in, she's 1 for 2 on the night. Flew out to right in the 1st and singled back in the 3rd. That one missed low, ball 1. Upstairs, 2-0. One got away from Lacey Jackson, but scrambled in time to keep Caitlin Gessner at first base. 3-0. 5 runs, 5 hits, and an error for Newton Local. No runs, 5 hits, and an error for Strasburg. We're here in the bottom of the 5th, this Division IV state championship game. Burden checks in for the sign. The 3-0 pitch. Little backdoor curveball is pretty good, 3-1.
Yeah, it sure is. Sure is.
That's what's nice to see a lefty throw. Kind of a different side. That one looped into short center field. Great catch by Marina Snipes, and the defense continues from the Indians and Newton Local.
Marina Snipes is putting on a show on both sides of the ball tonight. That was a superb play. Covered a lot of ground, reached across her shoulders to make that play.
No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left on. Newton Local flashing the leather, up by 5. Oh, you want to watch this game again? Look for this game and other high school state championship games only on Time Warner Cable Local On Demand. Pause, fast forward, rewind, even do instant replays. Local On Demand is free with Time Warner Digital Cable. We go to the bottom of the 6th of this Division IV state championship game. Mike Cairns, Mitch Wagner, glad you could join us here on a breezy evening at Firestone Stadium in Akron. Sports Time Ohio, glad to bring you the state softball championships once again this year from Firestone as Andy Wellbaum steps in to face off against Casey Gerber. Wellbaum 1 for 2. Struck out and singled their last at bat. Bunts that one foul down the 3rd baseline. We start the top of the 6th. The 0-2 pitch, lined up the middle, base hit. 2nd hit of the night for Andy Wellbaum.
Yeah, not the best pitch by Casey Gerber. She was coming back with a rise ball, but it really came in flat. Didn't have much vertical movement on it. And a nice job of hitting by Wellbaum. Kept her hands and bat head up, put it out in center field.
So a leadoff single for the Indians brings up the top of the order. Marina Snipes, who's made some outstanding plays in the field. She's been on a couple of times and scored a couple of times with the bat. This time, sacrifice bunt, successful. Moves Wellbaum to second.
Beautifully executed by both teams there. Great sacrifice bunt by Marina Snipes, and another good job of fielding by Casey Gerber. She's very athletic. She covers a lot of ground out there on the mound.
They called Snipes back, and Snipes this time lines an infield base hit up to second. Now I'm wondering if
we never did get an explanation from the umpires on that play. I'm not really sure
did the ball hit her somehow in the bunt attempt, or there was no explanation. They just walked her back. So first and second now. That one driven deep to left from Ashley Robinson. Alyssa Sibley's there for the out.
The batter, number 21, Lacey Jackson.
That'll bring up Lacey Jackson. And with one out here in the top of the sixth. Jackson walked and scored in the first, singled and scored in the second, lined out the third and the fourth. One out. Umpires signaling the scoreboard has it wrong. There we go. Grounded to third. Jones gets some help from DeBacco. The force out. 2 down.
Good play there by Ariel Jones. She took her time, let the shortstop get into position to make the play, and then made the nice, easy toss. It was easy to handle for the shortstop while she's on the run.
Good cover, too. That's freshman to freshman right there. 2 down. Fly ball, right field. Clark goes over into foul territory, makes the catch.
Strasburg gets out of a tough situation there with some good defense.
Couple runs, a couple of hits. And a runner left on. Take a look at where these two schools are from. There's the Newton local school profile out of Miami County, making their way to the state championship. And for the Lady Tigers of Strasburg out of Tuscarawas County, the Inter-Valley Conference. Congratulations to both of these fine schools making it into the Division IV state championship game here at Firestone Stadium in Akron. Well, the good news, the rains have stayed away. And we're getting to the bottom of the sixth. And freshman pitcher Kirsten Burden has a good one going. A shutout on just 5 hits. But the meat of the order coming up for the Tigers. Clark, Metzger, Kristen Smith. Clark has been quiet tonight. This is a young lady, hit .506, 12 home runs and 43 RBIs. But so far tonight, 0 for 2, struck out and grounded out. And she'll lead off the bottom of the sixth.
Yeah, Carly Clark's had a lot of great games for Strasburg during her career. It's been a tough night tonight. Nice to see her be a spark plug here, get a leadoff hitter on, give Strasburg a chance to generate some offense.
Number 9, Carly Clark.
No, Carly Clark steps in against Kirsten Burden, swings and misses. Burden has had her number all night long. The 0-1 pitch. Missed outside, 1-1. That one hit into right field.
Oh.
And Snipes comes over and makes an another catch. Are you kidding me? Did she hold on?
I don't
No,
think they
she
did.
did
They
not.
signaled safe.
Base hit. Snipes nearly came up with another one
Wow.
along the right field
Wow.
line.
Is that an athletic
All
move? Look,
out. Just couldn't hold on. And Clark is in with a base hit. Now they're trying to decide. We can take another look at that one. We can see they're talking fair or foul. We need to see a replay again, fellas. Remember, it's not where the body is. It's where the ball. And that is touched in fair territory. It's a good call.
I think it's pretty clear that when she first touched the ball, it was fair. What just a superb effort. Covered so much ground. Made the great dive.